Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. It's Thursday, July 15th. Breaking news today on mass EIDL loan increase declines. To a lot of EIDL loan applicants, we don't know the full extent of the problem, but the reports have been coming in. Emails started going out last night declining people for their EIDL loan increases. Apparently this has been done in error, but I want to talk about what the emails were, what the letters said, and what we've heard the SBA is doing about it. Again, millions of you are waiting for EIDL loan increases. We don't know the full extent of this problem that happened this morning, but I'll give a quick recap of it. And since this is developing news, we'll be posting more information about this later today on our app. It's Hello Skip in the App Store and Google Play, and on our Twitter at Skip Concierge if you want to stay up to date, especially if there's anything you need to do to get back in the EIDL loan increase queue. If you did receive this, you're probably panicking, but I hope this video gives some peace of mind based on the information we have so far. Let me start at the top very briefly. We've been waiting for news from our SBA contact for days around two things: the number of EIDL loan increases approved and any changes to the 4506T requirement. Here is the email I heard back from 30 minutes ago from our SBA contact regarding those two things. That processes take longer than I'd like sometimes, but I'm pretty positive I will have something today. I know I keep saying that, but I'm very confident. Okay, I just wanted to say this because it points to, look, a lot of stuff is happening internally at the SBA. The questions remain. Why are increases taking so long? Why are we not hearing anything about changes? And why are there mass errors like this with the technology? Again, that's what we suspect today, that many people had these decline letters incorrectly sent. We haven't been able to verify it yet with the SBA. But here's the email you may have gotten. In this case, an email was sent last night, 9:18 p.m., from Disaster Customer Service at SBA.gov. Dear applicant, please see the attached letter for information regarding the status of your EIDL modification request. The SBA understands this is a challenging time for your business and the nation. That's typically the line they use when they don't have good news. We appreciate your patience and understanding as our agency works through the surge of loan modification volume during these unprecedented times. Okay, attached to this email was this decline letter. I'm going to read it very briefly. Obviously, I redacted who this went to. Dear so-and-so, in these unprecedented times, we understand the challenges you are facing. SBA is making every effort to support small businesses. Unfortunately, although we made every effort to approve your loan modification request, we are unable to modify your loan for the following reason. Applicant requests a withdrawal or fails to proceed. So, of course, I would love to hear if you received this as well. We don't know if this affected thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. We do know it's likely millions of people are still waiting for their EIDL loan increases, and you've most likely been waiting for over 2 months for a loan officer to take a look at your file or for the SBA to get your tax transcript from the IRS. Let me go on. At your request or due to inactivity, we have withdrawn your application from active consideration. Now, most of you wouldn't have requested to withdraw, so this was sent in error, and it could be an automatic trigger due to inactivities. This has taken so long. I wouldn't be surprised if that was it. If they had a rule in the system that would say after 60 days, things would time out if no action has been taken on your portal. I would not be surprised if it was something like that. You have the right to request reacceptance subject to the availability of funds. You can submit your request to any of the following. You can mail in, fax in, or email pdcrecons@sba.gov. However, this must be in writing no later than 6 months from the date of this letter and contain all significant information that will overcome this decline withdrawal reason. However, we have heard this is in error. We don't know what, if any, action may be required at this moment, but here's what we heard from someone who received this letter this morning, according to my call with the SBA today. And by the way, this person tried to call multiple times. The call wouldn't connect. I believe their phone systems are overwhelmed because of this major error that was sent out to so many people. They heard that this was also sent out to many other people. Again, no exact numbers there, whether it's thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands or more. They've been, quote, getting calls all morning about this issue from people who were supposedly denied an increase because they didn't respond to an email or withdrew from consideration, but of course that's not the case. The second point here is that they were told by a customer service representative that a loan officer is going to call within the hour to discuss. Again, we don't know if that's going to happen. Most of you have been waiting 2 months to talk to a loan officer. What are the chances that just because the SBA sent out this letter erroneously today, a loan officer will give you a call on the phone? But I just wanted to say that the reassurance from what we've heard is that the denial message was erroneous. When they checked this person's file, they saw it was still active. so there was no cause for alarm. Now, if I was running the show at the SBA, I would immediately look at the list of people this went to and send them a follow-up email to keep the peace, to basically say, please ignore the previous message. Your loan modification is still active and still being processed. I hope they do that soon, but in the meantime, I hope this gives you peace of mind. If this has affected you, I would love to hear in the comments. Most importantly, hit subscribe, because any other news or developments here we will update throughout the day. Then go follow us on Twitter at Skip Concierge and get our app Hello Skip, where we'll also post updates. Finally, I just want to say, if you are tired of waiting for this process, you don't know if your loan increase is going to take 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or more, there are private options. I've talked to many of you who are just tired of waiting and you want to at least look at your private lending options, especially if they have somewhat competitive interest rates. There's 3 links in the description. Use our links below. It can't hurt to look. Just see what your options are, because I know many of you are just wanting that extra capital. Things are picking up at your business. You're trying to hire more. You're trying to expand locations. Take a look at those links down below, and just to keep in mind, consider filling out an application to see what you're eligible for. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.